Hello, and welcome to the Connect podcast, a podcast by the Holdrege Area Chamber of Commerce.
I think, in this time, in this world, change is okay. It's hard. There are going to be people that don't like it. Like, for example, for me, moving from Michigan to Nebraska, that's a huge change, but I wouldn't ask for anything else right now, So, and especially in businesses, sometimes you're going to do things that, you might not like, but it's worth it. Like I've had that conversation with my brother, who's the CEO of Lostway, and I tell him I don't like that change, and he's like, well, too bad. So we do it, and it ends up, he's right. So, change is hard, but it's worth it in the end. You're not going to, if you don't want to grow, then you don't really need to change. But if you want to keep growing and you want to push yourself, change is just going to have to happen.
I found a lot of success by joining Young Professional Network. And whether you do it for the free drinks or just to go see cool things that you normally would never get to see, like tours and stuff like that, there is a lot into networking. And some people think, okay, well, I've been successful or whatever. I don't need to network. Everyone knows it's not worth my time, worth my money. Like I told you earlier, some people become chamber members just to put it on their front door.
That's right.
There is a lot to networking. Whether you show up to a breakfast and talk to one person. I, as a salesman, know the value of getting one sale. Like you spend $1,000 on an event and you get one sale out of it, it might cover that sale. Over long term, it probably will. Like there's a lot of value in networking.
Just in general, I think just get out of your home and get connected with everyone. It's so easy, to get done, working or whatever it is and go home and, put your feet up. But it's just so much more rewarding to be connected. And we have so many wonderful businesses here that I continually learn about. And again, you talked about mentorship. There's so many wonderful business owners and just people in the community that you can learn so much from. And so I have just loved being connected with everyone. So just getting out and about, I think, is wonderful. And as you probably know, I love to talk. So I think, just being out in the community and, challenging yourself to go do that is wonderful and, fulfilling too. So
one thing that I have picked up over the years is build a network of people who you strive to become, The more mentors, the better network of people who you can have around you to ask questions and learn from, the better off you're going to be. And so I think no matter what industry you're in, having a network of people and mentors is a cheat code in some sense.
Just do something. If you're trying to start a business in some way, that means you have some sort of entrepreneurial spirit. But it's easy to get discouraged. It's easy to be talked out of trying something. Just because someone else might have it, or you come across I talk to a lot of different businesses all the time. There's so many. Let's pick the cookie shop, right? Like that's an easy thing to do. There's lots of cookies. There's Eileen's cookies, we all know the cookies, the biggest ones, And then there's the big commercial Oreo, right? It's like, well, does that mean because Oreo is already like killing it? Because I love Oreos.
I do too.
And I like Eileen's cookies too. But like, if someone wants to open a cookie shop down here, does that mean that, or if I want to do it, that I just shouldn't do it? No, it just means you've got to figure out some things, but you should totally, if that's your passion, you really want to do it, you should just try to do it.
History is tied to culture. And, especially in the business world, you hear all of the times in which they say they want to foster a unique work culture. They want to have a unique identity, connection to their employees, connection to their customers. And that all comes from culture. And for businesses, the best way to do that is to attach to your history, to tell a human story. I love talking to like Roger Almond and his connection to his dad, and the trials and tribulations that they had early on of like switching from like welders and being frontiersmen on that fledgling industry. And that human history and that human story connects even to today. And I think that for businesses, telling that story and championing that makes you unique to everybody, And sharing and connecting with that history is a really good way to grow.
A lot of people always ask me like, oh, how'd you get through West Point? How'd you do this? And I think I've had the same thing throughout my whole life it's not that I was the smartest person or I was the best person or the most athletic, none of that. I mean, it wasn't even close, right? I was like on the tail end of most of that, but I didn't quit, right? So perseverance is huge. Just don't quit, and you can do whatever you want. It's easy to do. But then like business wise, I mean, I think all too often we underestimate our people and we underestimate the leadership and what people have, how much impact leadership can have on your people. And if you foster what's out there and learn to look at their differences and relish their differences and what they can bring to the table and support the people in their development, it's amazing what you can do. I just don't think we do that enough sometimes. I think we focus on all the numbers and all this, and and to me, they always ask how's the plant running so well? How's this? And it's like, it's the people. That's it.
Personally, one that I've been working on for the last month and a half is plan to do nothing and stick to it. So every weekend I try to schedule 2 hours that say do nothing, but I mentally cannot plan to do laundry during those 2 hours or plan to do this or do that. You have to meet that 2 hours and say, okay, now I get to decide what I want to do. I do not plan it. It's hard for me because I like having everything planned to a T, but it's forcing me to really live in the moment and just decide, I have 2 hours. I can do this if I want or do this. Some professional advice I would say as a local banker is do an annual account checkup. Is your account working for you? Is it simple, easy to use, interest bearing? What can you do to make your money last longer or just grow in the bank?
Yeah. I mean, we all have our jobs, we have our careers, and we do take them important, we feel they're important. My job as the director, I love the why, it's important to me, but it's not my identity. I got my faith first and my family. So don't let your job be your life. I mean, clock in and clock out type of thing.
Don't underestimate your community. And don't be afraid to ask. You could walk and step into the chamber to this day and be like, hey, I want to start this business. You, Lori, and Deanna will be like, let's make it happen.
Yes.
Today, my best business advice would be to build your Google profile, your business profile on Google. So that is free. It is not complicated. If you are tech savvy at all, and if you're not, find the kid down the street that is to help you. But that is just a basic informational hub for your business on Google. It says where you're located, shows somebody what you look like, can have a really great positive influence on the image of your business, or alternatively a negative one. It is where your reviews can lie, and spoiler alert, people can leave those reviews for you whether you build your profile or not.
That's right.
And so it's important for people to be at least aware of and keep a look at what their Google profile says about their business. My life advice would be this is kind of like a professional life advice, I guess I would say, career-driven life advice, but maybe just general life advice too, is to really figure out who you are as an individual, what your strengths are. I'm a big fan of personality tests and Myers-Briggs profile and Clifton Strengths Finder and the full gamut. If there's one that exists, I've probably taken it, because I feel like I can never learn enough about myself. And if you are able to really have a clear understanding of who you are and you learn to lean on your strengths and to be good at what you do, you can be a lot more confident and successful in life. And that doesn't just apply to the work that you do. It might actually help you be more meaningful in your personal relationships, your friendships, your parenting of your children. And to understand who your children are as individuals too can be so rewarding. So my best life advice would be to kind of figure out who you are and why you are the way you are, so that you can really know how to be the person that you want to become and feel good about it.
I just always think, and I've always thought, to follow your dreams or to believe in your dreams, you don't necessarily have to have somebody believe in you. You just have to believe in yourself.
That's amazing.
And follow your dreams.
Be a very good servant to your community. Again, to be a strong leader, whether or not it's working as an employee at a job, or actually making sure that your family is taken care of. Be a good servant. Be the one that actually is in the last in line instead of the first. Be the one that actually, if you see a piece of paper that's floating in the wind down on the street, be the one that actually picks it up.
Yeah, or chases it down.
Or chases it down. Don't run in the street with, but don't just say it's somebody else's job.
That's right.
It's everybody's job to actually uplift the community. And so be a good servant, and through that, you'll uplift your community, you'll uplift your family, and you'll uplift everybody around you. I think the other thing that I would probably suggest is you never know who you're around. And so always know that you influence somebody in your life. Now you can influence people one of two ways.
Yeah.
And that's either a good way or a bad way. And so try to always influence in a good way.
Yeah.
Provide good habits, not only for other people that are watching you. And don't do it just because people are watching you out in public, but do it because it's the right thing.